Hi, boys and girls. In reading, we are still talking about how to analyze text, which means how to look closer and think about the story. Not even just the story of the book, right? Because this could be fiction or nonfiction. Okay, so far we have talked about one way to analyze is to talk about a book's genre. You could pick up a book and you could say, ooh, this book is a fantasy or a fairy tale or a folk tale, right? You could give the genre. You can also talk about if the book goes in time order. Does it go first, second, third? Is it organized by morning, afternoon, night? Is it organized by season? Is it organized by like the course of a storm? Does it go in order? Today I'm going to show you something cool that authors also do. It has to do with the structure of the book. And structure is like how you build something. So I drew like a stack of bricks here because like when you're building with Legos or something, you're creating a structure, you're building it, okay? So authors will decide how they're going to build a story. And I'm going to teach you two different structures today that are pretty cool. And hopefully if I tell you about these, you'll recognize them so that when you analyze a story, you can say, ooh, this book uses this structure, or this book uses this structure, okay? So the first structure I'm going to tell you about is a circular structure. It means that the story goes in a circle. So that means that it'll start here and it will end back up exactly where it left off in the beginning. It goes in a circle, and you'll start to see, and you might even think already in your head about books that do this. Any book that is by Laura Numeroff that talks about if you give a something, it is probably a circular story. So I'll be reading this to you really quick. It's called If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, and notice how it goes in a circle. If you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to ask for a glass of milk. And when you give him the milk, he'll probably ask you for a straw. And when he's finished, he'll ask for a napkin. And then he'll want to look in a mirror to make sure he doesn't have a milk mustache. And when he looks into the mirror, he might notice that his hair needs a trim. So he'll probably ask for a pair of nail scissors. When he's finished giving himself a trim, he'll want a broom to sweep up. He'll start sweeping. He might get carried away and sweep every room in the house. He may even end up washing the floors as well. And when he's done, he'll probably want to take a nap. And you'll have to fix up a little box for him with a blanket and a pillow. He'll crawl in, make himself comfortable, and fluff the pillow a few times. He'll probably ask you to read him a story. So you'll read to him from one of your books, and he'll ask to see the pictures. When he looks at the pictures, he'll get excited, so he'll want to draw one of his own. He'll ask for paper and crayons. He'll draw a picture. When the picture is finished, he'll want to sign his name with a pen. Then he'll want to hang the picture on your refrigerator, which means he'll need Scotch tape. He'll hang up his drawing and stand back to look at it. And looking at the refrigerator will remind him that he's thirsty. So he'll ask for a glass of milk. And chances are, if he asks for a glass of milk, he's going to want a cookie to go with it. So the reason this story is a circular story, we started with you gave him a cookie. And from there, all this stuff started, right? So it's like a clock. Think about it like that. If we start here, we gave him a cookie, and then he wanted milk, and then he got a milk mustache, and then he looked in the mirror, and then he needed to trim his whiskers, and then he had to clean up the floor, and then he got tired, so he took a nap, so then he read a book, and then he wanted to draw, and then he hung it on the fridge, and then he got thirsty, and he wanted milk, and then he wanted a cookie. We got right back to the beginning again. It went full circle, called a circular story. All right. Now, the next structure or way you could build a story that I'm going to show you is a cumulative story. So cumulative means that it builds, and it usually repeats itself over and over and over again. So here I wrote something like, it would say 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So instead of just saying 1, 2, 3, 4, it repeats everything before it also, right? Instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, it says 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? A perfect example of this is There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Clover. Any of these little old lady books is cumulative because it repeats everything that happened before. It repeats, and you'll see that. So watch. There was an old lady who swallowed a clover. I don't know why she swallowed the clover, but she didn't roll over. So see, that's the first stop. That's 1. There was an old lady who swallowed a daisy. She wasn't lazy when she swallowed the daisy. Okay, she swallowed the daisy to brighten the clover. I don't know why she swallowed the clover, but she didn't roll over. So here it goes. This kind of went 2 and then 1. So it did 1 and then it did 2, 1, right? It repeated what already happened. Cumulative. There was an old lady who swallowed a butterfly. She did not sigh when she swallowed the butterfly. So that was 3. Now watch, I bet it goes 3, 2, 1. Watch. So she swallowed the butterfly to rest on the daisy. That's 2. She swallowed the daisy to brighten the clover. That's 1. I don't know why she swallowed the clover, but she didn't roll over. Do you see how it went back to 1? It went 3, 2, 1. So now we're going to go to 4. There was an old lady who swallowed a bird. That's the 4th thing. It wasn't absurd when she swallowed that bird. Now we're going to repeat 3. Well, repeat 4 first. She swallowed the bird to glide with the butterfly. She swallowed the butterfly to rest on the daisy. There's 2. She swallowed the daisy to brighten the clover. I don't know why she swallowed the clover, but she didn't roll over. Went all the way back to 1 again. You see? It's cumulative. It keeps stacking, but then it talks about everything that happened before it also. There are several books that are cumulative books. There was an old lady who swallowed a pot. Believe it or not, she swallowed that pot. So that was 5, right? She swallowed the pot to carry the bird. She swallowed the bird, so that was 5, to glide with the butterfly. She swallowed the butterfly to rest on the daisy. Oh, I think I lost a spot. Yeah, the pot, the bird, the butterfly, the daisy, the clover. Yep. See how it goes? Here, I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. So now she swallowed some gold, so that's 6, right? She swallowed some gold, but now she's gonna repeat. To fill up the pot, that's 5. Carry the bird, that's 4. Glide with the butterfly, that's 3. To rest on the daisy, that's 2. To brighten the clover, that's 1. Okay, I think you get the point. I'm gonna go ahead and stop there. So, circular story starts somewhere and it goes all the way back and ends up back where it kind of started in the beginning. That's a circular story. Cumulative story keeps kind of repeating everything that already happened. So it'll add something new, but repeat everything else too. Add something new and repeat everything. Add something new and repeat everything, okay? So those are 2 different types of text structures that you can kind of remember when you're analyzing text. So I'm going to be giving you a book from Epic, and it's either going to be circular and go back to the beginning, or it's going to be cumulative and keep building and repeating all the old stuff, okay? So you're going to tell me, is this book circular or cumulative? And you're going to tell me if you notice any time order stuff or the genre, okay? So, oh my goodness, we are doing some high-tech analyzing, right? We're really thinking hard, and we're only 1st graders. You guys are smart, okay? So I can't wait to see what you say, and I'm gonna go find a good book that will work for this now.